Hi everyone and welcome to FLE TV. We're up at Orchard Place Farm for the qualifiers of the British Carp Championships. We came up and practiced last weekend. You've probably seen some footage from last weekend's practicing. And we came up here on Thursday after coaching at Willow Park Fishery. Had a really good day at Willow Park Fishery with some adults from the Basingstoke area. Came up here Thursday night, walked around the lake, had a look at the swim choices, got a good, bad and ugly swim selection sorted out for the draw. And we felt quite confident that we got those swim choices right. Unfortunately, what happened was on the draw we came out second to last in the hat. But luckily for us, our second choice swim, which was down in this bay behind me, was still available. So we chose to go in here, and thankfully it was still available because so far we've had 22 fish. This morning, which was Saturday morning, we're actually in the lead, only by a couple of pounds. I think we've slipped behind into second place now, but we've got quite a comfortable lead over third place. The fish was stacked up in this bay. We used PVA bags by catapulting out PVA bags of maggots rather than spomming on top of the fish. Didn't spook them off. We capitalised on it and we're catching fish regularly. It's gone quiet around most of the lake today. It's Saturday, like I say. We're halfway through the match. We've still got 24 hours to go, but things are going well. We've had them up to 28 pounds carp. However, I've just caught something which is a little bit different that we thought we'd get the iPad out and film. And for this one, I'm going to have to take off my, my jacket, because I've just caught a new PB and I haven't weighed it. We're going to do that in a minute, but I'm going to get it out and show it to you. So let's say it's a new PB for me and a little bit unexpected.
Yeah.
Got myself a cat. Okay, so here we go, new PB. I've got this catfish here. It's called Catfish Corner, this bay, and it's lived up to its name with this great big moggy. I must admit, I've never caught one quite this big before, and I know it's going to get me absolutely slimed. You've got great big whiskers on here, hence the name Catfish. I use those for feeling rounds on the bottom, searching out food. This one's got a great big belly on it. It looks like it's been feeding recently, and they are strong old things. I'm going to attempt to try and pick it up. I say attempt because I don't think this is going to go very well. Right. Come on. Right, be good, catfish. There you go. A moggy from Orchard Place Farm in the British Carp Championships. Shame we can't weigh this one in because it'll do nicely on the score sheet. Don't know how big it is, we're going to weigh it in a second. Give you a face-on view of her. There's the business end of a catfish. Let's get her weighed, slip her back, and hopefully go and catch a carp.
Filming.
Right, let's get a weight on her. Oh, if you want to come on in and film it, T.
29. 29.5 pounds.
29.5 pound catfish in the British Carp Championships qualifier. Oh, bit unexpected, but I suppose a new PB, bit of a result. Alright, slip her back and get on with the competition.
It's really a tom spin.
There she goes. Right, time to catch some more carp.
Well, we're hitting out on the final morning of our British Carp Angling Championships qualifier at Orchard Place Farm. It's been a fairly busy weekend. We did slow down a bit yesterday evening. The wind changed and the fish pushed off. But as you can see, the wind behind me now, it's blowing back into this bay. We've picked up this 11 pound 7 ounce mirror, and there's still a few hours left of the competition, so hopefully we can go and bag a few more. I think we're still sat up in second place in the qualifying slot. So yeah, job done really.
So it's the end of our qualifier here at Orchard Place Farm. Done well, haven't we, T?
Yeah, it's been a good weekend. The weather's been a bit up and down and changeable, but you know, it definitely paid out in our favour at the start of the match.
Yeah, it's been, the weather's, like Tom said, the weather's been up and down. Luckily we came on a Thursday night, really paid off for us. The wind was blowing down into this bay quite strong. As usual in these competitions, just on it from as soon as we step out the van all the way through to the final whistle. We were walking around on Thursday night. The match starts at 9 o'clock, or sorry, the draw starts at 9 o'clock on Friday morning, but Thursday night we were walking around the lake all the time, seeing where the fish were showing, and they were stacked up down in this bay. However, by first light on Friday, the showing had stopped down in this bay, and there was fish showing down at the other end of the lake, and all the other competitors which were walking around were obviously spotting that shoal of fish which was showing up in the shallows. But as we were walking around, we spotted a few fish, didn't we, topping still down in this bay, just rolling over slightly.
And it seemed to be the bigger fish as well. The ones that were showing on the Friday morning down at that end of the lake, they were the sort of low doubles, high singles, and up this end the few fish that we did still see on the Friday morning, they were good sized fish, weren't they? So
and little things, little subtle things, like we were looking like for flat spots coming up. If you were just watching this water and you hadn't seen the fish the night before, you'd just probably put it down to a bit of movement, maybe from the ducks or something, or some old bait being stirred up by a few of the smaller fish. But where we'd seen the carp here the night before, when we were watching it with the wind on the water that first morning, lots of flat spots appearing in this bay, which was just giving us that confidence we wanted to be in it. The draw didn't go in our favour, we came second to last out the hat. However, we did have this swim up there as our second choice swim, so we got where we wanted. We caught most of our fish within the first 6 hours of the competition. We baited rather than spomming out there, rather than using a spod. We were baiting up with maggots inside mesh PVA bags with a catapult, so minimal disturbance, just a little slap of the bags going out there. And by the time the whistle went at 12 o'clock, we literally just had jacuzzis going on out there, T, didn't we?
yeah, it was pretty crazy. I mean, the first rod went out and it tore off in my hand before I even put it on the rest. The second rod did the same thing, and it was just crazy for those first few hours. And you know, I think we got into our qualifying position in those first few hours.
Yeah. And that's the nice thing about it is that we thought that this swim would be one of those swims, if we get into it, we need to work it smart and hard for the first bit of the match before the fish push off, and that's exactly what they did. We took a lot of fish out of here in the first day. They then pushed off to the other side of the island, which the winners, which are fishing over behind, to our left-hand side there behind the camera, have been picking off ever since. But we did enough in that first day to get us through. We got 350 pounds odd. I think first place is on well over 400 pound now. But third place has been behind us all the way, so that first sort of 12-hour period was key. The other thing about it, we did our homework, sorted out our baits. We're on a maggot, the caster, prawns, bloodworm, real natural bait out there. They love that. And the other thing as well is that when we came up here, we were using our eyes and walking around a lot, T, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, like we were just fishing to where the fish were, rather than fishing on like last year's form of people saying, oh, that swim qualified last year, this swim qualified last year. You know, that's last year, that's a year ago, isn't it? You know,
Yeah,
like
I know.
you can only catch fish which are out swimming around in front of you. So
Yeah.
we're off to Barston next. How are you feeling about Barston, T?
Yeah, I actually feel pretty confident. You know, it's a lake that suits our style of fishing. It suits the anglers that are prepared to work at it, be up all night, constantly recasting, catching fish, speed fishing, and I think that's to our strength. So,
Yeah, definitely.
hopefully we can go through to Barston, have another good weekend, and advance through to the final in our hometown, and have a crack at Broadlands again.
That's it, that's it. Well, we're going to finish this video by showing you a few pictures of the presentation, which is going to be happening in a second. The final hoot is just about to go off, so we're going to be finishing in just a second. We're going to go up and thank the marshals, thank all the other competitors for another great weekend of fishing at the BCACs, and then it'll be up to Barston next for the competition fishing up there. Just so that you know, the way this one works, there's 12 pairs fishing with 4 rods between the pair. The top 3 qualify to go through to the semi-finals. It's a different story when we get to the semi-finals at Barston. It's actually done in sections. So there's 4 people?
4 pairs.
4 pairs in a section. The top pair from that section go through to the final. So when we get to Barston, we're going to be fishing theoretically against 3 other pairs, and the top pair goes through to the final. So fingers crossed next time we'll be on this diary of a competition carp angler. We'll go up at Barston and slaying it to you, yeah?
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Hope you enjoyed watching this, and we'll see you soon. Cheers. Well, we couldn't let our fantastic runner Martin go home without catching a fish. We've just the whistle's just gone, put the rods out, and they've been out there 5 minutes. And Mark's into a fish. So hopefully it's a good one.
Might be £21, mate.
That'll be it. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. Even the runner Martin done a sterling job this weekend, and we've just stayed behind for a little while, and we've caught this lovely common about £10. You pleased with that one, Mark?
Absolutely, mate. I'll tell you one thing, forget about the coup, get on the maggot.